Hello, darlings. I am Cassandra George Sturgis. Welcome to my channel, Authentic Beauty Handmade Dolls and Crafts Daily Read. Today's question is, are mermaids real? I don't know, that question is just really stressing me out. Like, are mermaids real? What do you mean? Can the Jungle Beauty goddesses even answer a questions such as, are mermaids real? But we're going to go ahead and see what the Jungle Beauty goddesses have to say about this. So the question that I have today is, are mermaids real? Are mermaids real? I don't even know if the Jungle Beauty goddesses can answer a question such as, are mermaids real? But let's see what they have to say. I call on forces higher than I to unleash the wisdom I hold inside. Let this message be compassionate and true to tell someone what is true. Of the day is, are mermaids real? In this video I decided to leave in a few of the Jungle Beauty goddesses. So right here we have Jungle Beauty goddess Sinai, Jungle Beauty goddess Kalahari, and let me see if I move this way, we have Jungle Beauty goddess Namib, and we're here to answer the question today, are mermaids real? So this is for fun and just to do something different. So, and I like a good challenge. So just open your mind up. If you're here and you're like really super serious and you don't want to have fun, you know, then I think, you know, you'd probably be a little turned off. But if you are a big kid, then you might want to hear this. So the very first card we pulled in Are Mermaids Real is Jungle Beauty Goddess Kalahari. And it says, wait, let me get this right. It says, true love is wanting what is best for the highest, wanting what is best for the highest good for all parties. Now, what this means is, at least to me in this reading, is that when we're asking the question as to whether mermaids exist, do you think that right now, if we were to find a mermaid, that the mermaid would be treated ethically? Do you think we would have the mermaid in a zoo? Do you think we would exploit the mermaid? How do you think we would, as a human society, treat mermaids? What would be the highest good for mermaids? Now, the second card I pulled is your present thoughts about whether as to whether or not mermaids exist. and we pulled in Chabi. So Jungle Beauty Goddess Chabi, and she says, trust your gut, use your resolve to move forward. What does your gut say? Like, I feel that if you are a person who is seriously watching this video, right now you know in your heart as to whether mermaids exist. So I'm going to say that for anybody who has ever seriously inquired about this question, I believe that you know somewhere in your spirit that mermaids exist. I know this is crazy. That I'm going to call that trust your gut. So if you're asking this question, your gut is telling you that there's something to it. Now the next card I pulled is Jungle Beauty Goddess Kalahari, and this card represents the hidden influences, like the subconscious, the things that you're not aware of. So this card says, let me pull it out of focus here. Do what you love and become who you are meant to be. And this is Jungle Beauty Goddess Kalahari. Now, if these are the hidden influences, do what you love and become who you are meant to be. What my spirit is telling me right now, that anybody who is seriously contemplating this question as to whether mermaids exist, I believe that they were a mermaid in a previous life, or they had something to do with mermaids, because I think that most people are going to skip this video because it's, do mermaids exist? Of course they don't. But I think for people who are really contemplating this, they have some type of connection. So I think if you're wondering if mermaids exist, then there is this part of you that maybe you want to buy a mermaid tail, or you like mermaid dolls, or there's something about mermaids that you find interesting. And I feel that that's what's hidden. Like you have a connection to mermaids, and you really haven't resolved that, or it's too embarrassing. Like, who wants to, unless you're if you're an adult and you're telling people, oh, mermaids exist, or if you're inquiring about that, people think you're strange. So I'm gonna say, do what you love. The card, do what you love and become who you are meant to be. I feel that this is a hidden influence, and I think that it has something to do with your past. And the current card that represents you at this moment is from Jungle Beauty Goddess Sahara, and it says, think more and talk less. Let me pull this back up. Think more and talk less. This card means to me that you are talking about, to other people about, well, I wonder if mermaids exist. But Chabi is clearly telling you, trust your gut, use your resolve to move forward. What this means is, stop talking about it, because you already know. You know in your heart. The next card is some of the influences that from other people, and this is from Jungle Beauty Goddess Afar, and her card says, use your skills and resources to invent what is missing. So basically, this card is telling you you're yearning for, your connection to the past, which are the mermaids. And also, to me, it means that in our current society, we have created, stories about mermaids, like The Little Mermaid, and TV shows about mermaids. We've created all of these stories about them, but we've never actually seen them. But I think the reason we haven't seen them is because it goes back to the original question. The original card for the first one, which is about the past, is true love is wanting what is best for the highest good for all parties. We would really, I personally think that we would exploit mermaids if they were to reveal themselves to us. The next card is If you don't change, you will become obsolete. This is from Jungle Beauty Goddess Chalby. And she says, if you don't change, you will become obsolete. Now, I personally feel that this card means that you have a subconscious connection to mermaids, and you are curious as to, and you're using your current mindset to determine as to whether or not they exist. Now, the card that says, if you don't change, you will become obsolete. This means that you can't live in the past, in terms of a previous, I don't know, dimension or realm or time and space. You can't live in that era currently. You have to be present now. But there are things you can do to honor that part of who you were. So, and the last card is talk less and love more. And the last card is actually the card that determines, like, it's supposedly the outcome. Now, what this is Jungle Beauty Goddess Kalahari. So what this means to me is, if you are a person who is going around asking questions about, I wonder if mermaids exist, I wonder if mermaids are real, you are actually putting the mermaids in danger. And the card about if you don't change, you will become obsolete, I honestly feel that that card is not just talking about your past, but you will actually destroy the mermaids that currently exist, because human beings do not live comfortably with other life forms unlike themselves unless they oppress them and dominate them. So, and then what's interesting about this read to me is that Jungle Beauty Goddess Kalahari dominates. And Kalahari, who happens to be right here, say hello to the people. She's right here. So, Jungle Beauty Goddess Kalahari dominates this read. And what that means is her frequency is that of love and compassion. And I feel like if you're asking a question as to whether mermaids exist, and Kalahari, who represents love, is dominating the read, she is saying that, yes, if you love them, let them be. Is that weird? Like, that just popped in my head. If you really, really love them, don't talk about them, don't expose them, because you will hurt them if you bring them to the attention of humans, because we would destroy them, exploit them, and oppress them. So just to go back over this read, so the question of the day is, do mermaids exist? The first card we pulled that represents the past is, which I think is the most important card, is true love is wanting what is best for the highest good for all parties. If you're wanting what is for the highest good for mermaids, I think we have to let them stay where they are. The second card that we pulled, which represents the present, which is how you feel right now, is from Jungle Beauty Goddess Chalby. And she says, trust your gut. Use your resolve to move forward. Basically, what that means to me is that if you are seriously wondering if mermaids exist, your gut is telling you, that they exist. That they exist in a particular lifetime. Now, there are so many places in the ocean that we have not even explored. But are they safe? Like, do we really want to bring them out for human beings to hurt them? You know what I'm saying? Like, your gut is telling you, what the answer is. Now, the hidden influence was really causing you to inquire about this question. It's from Jungle Beauty Goddess Kalahari. This is hidden. It says, do what you love and become who you are meant to be. Now, this card, to me, clearly, in my opinion, it means that, so when it says do what you love and become who you're meant to be, I feel that in this particular lifetime right now, you love mermaids. You really do. You find them fascinating. You like the stories. You like the books. This is who you were, or you have a connection with them on some realm, on some dimension, on some lifetime, and you want to, there are parts of you that still wants to reconnect to your past. But do what you love and be who you're meant to be. Is it really safe to do that in this current time period? So we pull in Jungle Beauty Goddess Afar. And Jungle Beauty Goddess Afar says, use your skills and resources to invent what is missing. So to me, these two cards are the polar opposite of each other. And I feel that when it says do what you love to become who you're meant to be and use your skills and resources to invent what is missing, I feel that you need to find a way to pay homage to your past. So maybe you need to make mermaid dolls, buy mermaid books, write about mermaids, buy a mermaid tale. There's so many good books on how to incorporate the lessons of being a mermaid in terms of femininity and beauty. And there's so much information, there's just a lot of information about mermaids and how the energy of mermaids impacts what it means to be a woman in today's society. So you can just, look that information up. So I feel that what's really important about this read is that if you are a person who is seriously inquiring about this, first of all, your gut is telling you, you already know. For the highest good of the mermaids, we probably don't want to bring them forward. But in order for you to be whole, you need to use your skills and resources to invent what is missing. So what is missing is the connection to that part of you that existed, but since we are telling you that it really doesn't exist, and your heart is telling you that it does exist, you don't know what to do with those feelings. So I think if you are a person who really believes, if you're really do that, yeah, because I think anybody who really don't care about this, they're just not going to watch this video, and they are not sitting around wondering if mermaids exist. This is for people who really honestly are inquiring about this question and know in their heart that they really do exist. But you cannot disconnect who you are today from who you probably have been on another dimension, another lifetime, another realm of reality. But you need to do something I would say make a mermaid doll, make sculptures, collect mermaids. There are some things that you need to do to connect with that part of yourself. And the next card that I pulled is about society. Well, it's not society, but just basically how other people feel about mermaids, not you per se. And this is from Jungle Beauty Goddess Chalby. And Chalby says, if you don't change, you will become obsolete. I really feel that this card has two meanings. One is you need to accept the life and the body that you're in right now, so that in this life, in this time, this realm of reality for you, you don't want to hold on to the past so that you're disconnected to where your present moment for who you are. You'll become obsolete. But I also feel that in my spirit that this card is saying that if you don't let go of your past as well, you're still holding on to when maybe you were a mermaid and when you were free, and some of the things that you enjoyed about that lifetime that is living in your subconscious. When we're talking about do what you love and become who you're meant to be, that is actually the subconscious, the hidden influences of your life at this point. So I feel that you need to completely immerse yourself into your current lifetime. And I also feel that you need to stop inquiring about as to whether mermaids exist, because this will make them obsolete as well. I think this card is really powerful because I think it has twofold meaning. you want to be present in your current life, and also when you are inquiring about another realm of reality, another dimension, you could possibly make them obsolete. Because I don't know, I feel in my spirit that if we discovered a mermaid, we would that mermaid would be in the zoo, child. Or, you know what I'm saying? And the last card that we pulled, which is the outcome for this reading, is from Jungle Beauty Goddess Kalahari, and it says, talk less and love more. Now, what's interesting about this read also is that there are two cards that I think is so deep that says talk less. So first we have talk less and love more from Kalahari, but then we also have from Jungle Beauty Goddess Sahara, it says think more, talk less. So this is a strong message that's telling someone that you know in your gut, trust your gut, you know the mermaids exist, right? But you need to, if you really love them, you need to shut up about it. You need to talk less and think more about what would happen to them in terms of, what is this? True love is wanting what is best for the highest good for all parties. So if you really, really love the mermaids, you would stop talking about them. And it says love more, talk less, and love more. Because you know the human beings would exploit them, destroy them. We would place them in zoos, we would hurt them. But if you want to honor that part of you, that know they exist, or maybe had a connection with them as some juncture in your, your journey as a being, as a spirit, then maybe you should make them, collect them, watch movies, maybe write a book about them, buy a mermaid tail. There are things you can do to honor that part of you, but you also, mainly, you need to live in the present. So this was an interesting read. I thought it was fun. I love complex questions, and I love just waiting for my intuition to kick in to see what sense I will make of the information. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.